There is absolutely no reason why you should be paid less than another worker that you are working with. The job that you are doing does not qualify you to be paid less, because if you are a clerk, you are a clerk because that company or that workplace needs a clerk. No company can be run with only managers. No company can be run with only CEOs. You are a driver because that company needs a driver. Just like a hand is in a body because a body needs a hand, and a body cannot be only a head. A head without a body is dead. Just like a manager without the clerk and the driver is dead, is useless. There is no reason why you should be paid less than another worker. Qualification does not qualify you to be paid less, because a cleaner cannot have the same qualification as a doctor. Just like a foot or a leg does not have the same ability as an eye or a mouth. There is absolutely no reason why any worker should be paid less than other workers he's working with. But they do try by all means to convince you that you should be paid less. Those who convince you that you should be paid less are no different from a man who's convincing a woman that it was a fault that he raped her. It is never a woman's fault that she's raped. It is never a child's fault that she or he is raped. But a person could be convinced that it was their fault that they were raped. It's like in gambling, there's a form of gambling that is called spinning, where you spin money, a coin, and then you hit it with your palm of your hand. You hide it with the palm of your hand, and the one who's betting must choose whether it's tail or head. Therefore, if it's tail and he bet on tail, then he win. If it's tail and he bet on head, then he lose. But there are those people who will file the money, the coin. They can fail the head side until it is smooth and the head cannot be seen, and it is so thin. Then they fail another one on the head side, and they put these two coins together, and they look as one coin, but that coin will be having both sides being tail, because the file side is faded away and they are combined. Then that coin is having tail and tail. Therefore, no matter how much you spin it, no matter how you hit it with your palm, it will only be tail because it's tail both sides. Therefore, the person who's spinning knows that if you bet tail, then which means you win, you will quickly take the coin and spin again. But the moment you bet head, he knows you won, because that coin can only be head. It can only be tail. So if you bet head, you lost, and you will bet all the money that you have, knowing that you won. And when you lose, you feel you never suspect anything, and you feel that he is justified to win. You think it's God's will that he won. You don't even complain. You accept it. You are convinced that you were beaten fair and square, but you were. Then in reality is that you were cheated. That is how people can make cheating to seem to be honest. And those who say to you that you must be paid less, a cleaner must be paid less than a manager, are no different from people who file two coins on the head side and put them together and to be tail on both sides, so that they can cheat other people. There's another form of cheating. They can say to you, you pick up a piece of paper the other one will be, you are competing with another person. Then they say if you in those papers, one will be written no, the other one yes. So if you pick the one of no, you lose. If you pick the one of yes, then you win. But then they first find out if you are the one who will choose first. They put two papers written no. So which means whichever paper you take out from that box, it will be no. You already lost. The moment you take it out, you see no. You assume that, which means the one that is left behind is yes, which means you are beaten fair and square. Or not knowing that they were both no. Whichever you were going to take, you were going to lose because both of them are no's. If your opponent is going to be the first one to choose, then they put both of them to be yes. Therefore, whichever he chooses, it will be yes. And when you choose yes, you feel that, which means you assume that the one that's left behind is no, and you believe that you are beaten fair and square, whereas you have been cheated. So that is how the people who convince other people that they must be paid less because they are clerks, they must be paid less because they are not white, they must be paid less because they don't have the same qualifications, are doing nothing but cheating you. They are cheating you like a person who filed the money, both 2 coins on head side to make them all tail, or to file them both on tail side so that, and put them together so that they must be heads on both sides. You are cheated, but you believe it. You are made to believe that you have been beaten fair and square. Therefore, don't ever accept that you must be paid less, because that is cheating. Don't ever accept that it was your fault that you were raped. If it cannot be your fault for you to be raped, therefore it is wrong that somebody must be paid more for doing any kind of work or for having any qualification. The same way that a head doesn't have the same ability as the foot, but the head is not more important than the foot, because without other body parts, the head is dead.